Whatever, Boomer.
Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate. Welcome you back to check this out. The show we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at. Control deck, rogue deck, casual deck, or meta deck. And having ourselves a good old time. Today everybody, it's time for a blast from the past. Good old-fashioned 2016 Yu-Gi-Oh! It's time for some Triamid action. Old rock-type monsters that like to cycle through their field spells and get some shenanigans rolling. So we got ourselves this deck. Good old Triamid. We're going to be doing the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's. Having ourselves a good old time here on Master Duel, since I happen to have most of the cards already prepared, so it was a lot easier to build this deck than you'd think. So, we got ourselves our deck here today. If you want to know the whole deck profile, it'll be at the end as always. And for now, we're going to go into it, show off what this deck can do. We're at the top of silver, and it's the last chance we have for some good class Yu-Gi-Oh! Before the ladder climb and makes everything insufferable. But for now, let's head on into the action, show off what this baby can do. Sorry, did I say the top of silver? I meant the bottom of gold. I forgot I had already ranked up. But anyway, we're going to be trying to go first as often as we can. It's time for another day and another card game, as we like to say. And going first is what you want to try and do with Triamids, because they have a lot of setting up that Triamids like to do. There's a lot of fields that need to be built and all the good stuff. So for the now, this hand looks pretty decent. Pretty decent all around. Let's see, opponent's got a pretty basic deck, as far as I can tell. But we're going to start off with our Triamid Cruiser. Very good field spell to start off in this deck, because when I normal summon rocks, I gain 500 life, and if I normal summon Triamids, I can draw one, discard one. It's really good. Really good card, especially if you get like Triamid Hound, Triamid Hunter. That's the name of the guy. I call him Hound sometimes. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and summon out our Triamid Master. This will get our basic Triamid combo started up, as long as I keep Master on the board. Because during the opponent's turn, I can use Triamid Master. Ooh. Oh, so many good cards. What do I get rid of? There's too many good cards. Too many good cards. But we'll go ahead for Triamid Loading. This would have been even better to start out with. If I had this when I started out my hand, it would have been just absolutely over for my opponent. Absolutely over. But I got the basic things set up now. I've got a Triamid, and during my opponent's turn, I can use his effect to switch one field spell for another. And that's going to be really big. Oh, hey, Triamid Fortress, too. Let's see here. Yes. We're going to replace Cruiser with our Fortress. The reason we're going to do this is because all Triamid field spells have the effect that when they leave the board, I get to do something. Cruiser will add a monster from my deck to my hand. And thanks to loading, I'm going to get myself a spell as well. Let's see here. Yep, we're good for the moment. Good for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and search out. I'm just going to search Sphinx so I can make sure that he's just in my hand. And loading's going to go ahead off, and I'm going to get myself another failed spell. Or a Grand Pulse as well. Let's go ahead and get Triamid Pulse. That way I can get an interrupt on my opponent. It'll be nice and set up. So I'll activate our King Sarko. That way I can bring back in 30. Because while I won't have, like, the biggest hand for this, and honestly I could have gone for another Triamid monster to discard fodder, I'm just going to cut out the middleman here, just be nice and simple about it. You know, I could overcomplicate my opening board. I don't feel the need to. I think we'll be just fine. For now, we'll go ahead and end our turn and see what my opponent has to offer us. It could be any number of things. You know, we're still in the... it's the bottom of gold. There's still a few casual-ish players at the bottom of gold. Not many. Most people have turned into Maliss players, but for now, there are some. So let's see how this is going to go. Mimigul Master. I see. Let's see. This is the thing that adds Mimigul monsters from the deck to the hand, you say. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and activate Triamid Master's effect here. I'm going to ditch my field spell for a new one. And this is going to also set up my Triamid Pulse. Because by banishing rocks, or by banishing field spells, any combination two of those, I can, pop a card, bring back a rock monster, all the good stuff. I'll get my King Golem. Sadly, Fortress won't activate because I have no Triamid monsters in the grave. But Triamid loading will still activate, and this is where loading is just great. As long as they keep activating field spells, I'm going to keep getting new field spells. And that's what you want to do in Triamid. It's very aggressive, get the field spells. Use them until you lose them. That's what you want to do. What do we got? Ugh, triple tactical talents. Stealing my stuff, you say. Alright. I guess that's what you're going to do. You're going to steal him SETI, I assume. Or possibly, he might steal Matt. Okay, no. I was thinking he could steal this for a rank 4, but no, he's just going to steal him my horus. Which is fine. He can have it. I'll get it back later anyway. Doesn't matter what he does, I'll get it back at some point. Alright, so, Mimighoul, but he doesn't seem to have, like, the monster, or like the spells or anything, because he hasn't done anything with them. What do we have here? Huh, it's not pointing the right way. I don't know what you're doing there. Moon of the Cloud. Oh, is this like a tech for, what do you call them? What's that archetype called again? Fiendsmith. This is a Fiendsmith thing, isn't it? This is like a light fiend. Yeah, that's exactly what this is, isn't it? Alright, yep. Fiendsmith's Requiem. Okay. Very well. You're gonna do that whole shenanigans. I guess I'll wait for him to make the link 2, and then I can pop that. That's probably the smartest bet here. I need to let my opponent use up some of the resources before we destroy their stuff. It's probably going to be the only thing that stops the Fiendsmiths. The Fiendy Smiths. Alright, so this is going to send it to the Fiendsmith. Uh-huh. Ditch what's-his-face? Engraver. Alright. I mean, I thought this was Mimighoul when we started the duel, but apparently that's not what it is at all. But that's okay. The Triamids have the potential to interrupt this whole thing. And that's my plan. Just interrupt this whole thing. Let's see. So, this is the one that lets you do a whole lot of bupkis. Gotcha. You gotta summon out. What does this do? Monster sent from hand to the graveyard, activate a card effect, equip monster, or draw a card. Okay. Necroquip Princess. What does this card actually look like? Oh. Okay, that's what it looks like. I was wondering that. Okay. Interesting choice here. Put back the monster. Putting back in the monster. Got the Fiendsmith Engraver on the board. I mean, really, I'm just sitting here waiting for the chance to play Pulse. Because like I said, if this doesn't stop this dude, nothing's going to. Pretty much. Because he'll go for Sequence. And I really just have to hope this works. Because if it doesn't work, I'm going to be in some trouble. I'm going to be in a smidge of trouble. So I will have to remove my field spells. Not an ideal situation, but it's that or lose. So we'll pop his Sequence and see where this goes. That'll stop him from fusion, unless he can Monster Born this thing. Aha! I knew it. I knew it all along. Alright, so now it's our turn. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and activate my Cruiser. And the reason I'm going to do the Cruiser and not the King Golem right now, even though King Golem's kind of better in this situation, because I attack, my opponent can't do nothing. Because if I lose the field by King Golem, and I can just get another one actually, one more time. I'm going to get another one. But King Golem is going to summon a Triamid from the hand, and that means it's time to drop the Sphinx on this board. I hope your Fiendsmiths are hungry, because my boy's big. Not as big as he is about to be, but he'll get bigger. It's every field spell in the grave with a different name. 500 extra attack and defense on this boy. Lord, I wish I had enough bits to get like a second one of these, but I am low-key trying to make Maliss, if that ever works out for me. We'll see. Anyway, we'll summon out our Triamid Sphinx, and we'll see where it's going to go from here. He is thinking really hard on this one. I mean, understandable, because I'm about to run him over, because now Cruiser's going to activate. I get another Triamid monster. And this time, I'm going to... Let's see. No, I'm not going to Chain Pulse. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and get Triamid Dancer. Because, yeah, I got these Horus cards. Who cares about that? I don't want Horus cards right now. I want Triamids and nothing but Triamids. So we're going to activate Triamid Dancer's effect. We're going to shuffle back one of our field spells. And that's going to give everybody on the board a permanent 500-point boost. It's pretty cool. Let's see, 4, let's see, 6. I think that's Gabe right there. Then again, math is not my strong suit, so we'll find out in a second. We shall find out in a hot second. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so he's gonna bring back Fiendsmith sequence. Okay. I mean, that's okay, I think. Okay, it's the battle phase, cool. So I'm gonna attack with everybody, and he can't do nothing about it. Can't activate any cards or effects. So, that'll save him. He is not gonna lose, unfortunately. Unless I had... No. I'm one level out. That's a weird thing about Triamid. It's like 2 of them are level 3, 1 of them's a level 4. It's a weird scenario. But regardless of that, I'm thinking, I guess I'll just bring back himself. I mean, I could have just brought him back earlier, but I wanted to let the Triamids win the duel. So sue me. So sue me. Alright, so... I'm thinking, should I go for another Horus and then drop something like Santa Fond on this dude? I'm just trying to think what's better in this situation. Is it Lancia that's better? Or is it another Horus? That is the big question. You don't know? Because I got options for both. You know, I mostly play Lancia to counter Maliss. But, you know, I also have Santa Fond to counter every archetype ever that likes a graveyard. So let's go ahead and just put these 2 on the board. Abba Chamba. Do I have any... I might have to link these off so I can use Pulse. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll definitely do that in a second. No! It's the stinking Rook! I should have known! Rock! Alright, well, man, my Rock's gonna be bigger, but still, that really stinks. That stinks. Actually, hold on 1 second. Let's see. Rock in the graveyard. How many try? Let's see. 1, 2. I could only do it once. That's annoying. Cursed Rock. That's what I get for going extra. I should have just ended my turn. Too many hand traps in this gosh-forsaken game. Too many hand traps, but regardless. I got hit with the Nibiru. My monster's stinking huge. At least I still have Pulse, so that's something. See, Santa Fond would have just ended this dude. He's about to bring back Engraver. He gonna bring back Engraver. That's his plan. Dang it! Don't you just hate it when you have, like, the perfect setup and your opponent's like, oh, I dropped Nibiru on you, and you don't have, like, a million things to stop cards on the hand? It's not fun. Triamid's too old school to deal with Nibiru. I mean, I have cards that could also go with that, but still. I guess I don't know why there's a 4th option to just not do it. I guess that's... Oh, no, I have... Wait, let me double check something. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is a hard once per turn. Okay, that's fine. I guess I'll banish Santa Fond because he's gone. He is a rock after all, so I might as well. So let's gotta blow up Fiendsmith sequence again. He's already recovered it once. He's already used Engraver's effect, so that's good. Yeah, there you go. Alright. It could have been so much clean. You should have just not gone for the rock. We didn't have to go through that, man. You didn't have to go through that. But regardless, that's good for duel number 1. That shows off the Triamids and what they want to do. The Horuses, you know, they tried to help a little bit, but ultimately that was a duel for the Triamids doing their thing. And we beat up Fiendsmith, for crying out loud. Which, honestly, I didn't think it was possible for them to do, but we did it. So let's go ahead for duel number 2. Show off more what the Triamids can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. I had everything recorded. And then, of course, my Streamlabs wants to put yugioh Pro over my Master Duel, so... things will have to happen, but it's still pretty annoying when that happens. Either way, let's check that off. Let's go ahead and see if we can recover things. I don't think these duels will going to be as good as the originals, but we're going to give it a shot. Either way, did you just mother flipping Ash that? Who Ash's Cruiser? Oh my lord, that is just sad. Alright, well regardless, let's activate triple tactical talents and draw 2 old cards instead of the 1. How's that sound? That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Oh my lord. This dude, this is Master Duel, people. It's nothing but hand trap. I'm not even going to special summon. Not likely, not unless I draw to Adamantipator. No, I didn't even draw that. So that was a complete waste on your point, sir. That was a complete waste of a Max C. See, this is, people don't understand Max C. You gotta play it when your opponent's gonna chain something. Or they're gonna special something. They play Monster Born, you play the Max C. They play Polymerization, you play the Max C. You don't just play it to play it. Okay, nobody falls for the Max C challenge anymore. Well, regardless, that'll be the end of my turn. My opponent wastes 2 cards out of their hand. So unless their whole deck is completely cracked and they only need like 1 card to start everything, we should be okay. Let's see. Activate Lancia. No banishing cards for you. No banishing. How do you like getting hand trapped, son? I think he still gets to... Can he still banish? No, he cannot. Nope. Ha! Take that, Maliss! No banishing for you for a turn. Hope you like that, son. Well, regardless of that, let's go ahead and use Triamid Master's effect here, just to cycle into our King Golem, get things nice and shredded up. Let's go for our King Golem. Make our monsters big. Yep, and Triamid Cruise is going to go off. And we'll go ahead and get Hunter. I just like to get Hunter, what can I say? Alright, so we've completely discombobulated Maliss for a turn. I probably should have known. I should have known it was Maliss with all the hand traps, but then again, that's every deck, unfortunately. Except for ours. We only have a couple hand traps. Alright, let's see. You will still get a trap card. No. How do you like getting negated, sir? How do you like it? I don't mean to bully, but at the same time, you were trying to play Maliss on me down in gold. Go up into the ranks if you want to do anything else. Alright. So now that we have discombobulated our opponent pretty good, let's see what we're going to... Oh, another Triamid. Okay, I can still summon both. That'll work. That'll work. So we're going to normal summon our Triamid Hunter. And normal summon our Triamid Hunter. Get all the hunters in the yard. Let's see here. And, I'm going to battle first. Since my opponent won't be able to do nothing, it's just better to get the damage in right now. So we'll attack with Everything. This is one of the points where I wish the Triamids had a bit more on the quick effect side of things. But that's beside the point. We'll use Triamid Master's effect, ditching 1 Hunter. Get rid of one of these set cards. Ah. Good, I hit the right one. Although I probably should have hit King Golem, but this works just as well. Alright, bring back you rabbit. No Allure of Darkness for you, Thur. Alright. Well, the Maliss is going to at least start him up a little bit. I can't stop it. I can't stop it totally. Just hoping to get some of it stopped. We'll see. Now he's going to get the one that adds a monster. Okay. Okay. Well, that'll have to end the turn. I probably should have got rid of King Golem, but it's beside the point. Alright. So now we have to deal with the Maliss Hell. Oh boy. Gonna get March hair and everything. Okay. Alright. We'll see where this is gonna go. It's gonna be an interesting state of affairs for certain. Because now he's gonna be able to, like, go off. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much. So that's what we're just gonna have to see how this is gonna go for now. My plan is to cycle out King Golem, so I can get my Sphinx on the board. And then cycle out, I assume I'll get Cruiser or some such. And that way I can go into other cards. But yeah, now this dude's gonna be able to get himself started file. But thankfully he doesn't have any cards left, so maybe that's good, maybe it's bad. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, but we'll wait. Let's wait and see what this guy does now that he's got his Royal Rare Dormouse. I can't remember the last time I even saw a Royal Rare in this game. The card gods don't want to give me any Royal Rares. Especially Royal Rares are cards I don't want, so I can burn them for the cards I do. Alright, regardless, yeah, White Rabbit's back on the board. Now this is the Master Duel now. It's this. But if I can overcome this, and Lordy, I've done it before with Triamids. I'll do it. I'll do it again. I have the replay saved, though, I think. Do I have that replay saved? I think I do. Pretty sure I do. If I do, I'll put it at the end of the episode. Let's see. Alright, so what are you going to do? Summon out your mouse, summon out your hair. You got all these monsters. I assume this is the part where you start linking into Splash Mage. Splash Mage! Okay. Just bring back a Maliss and then link off again. Or could variously go into Link Decoder first. Oh yeah, because isn't this like straight up banned in the TCG? I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure that's a bannable card. Well, I could be wrong. Alright. Didn't even use Splash Mage's effect. Little disappointing, not gonna lie. Alright. Surprised he didn't just go for the Maliss lineup, but okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna activate Hunter's effect. Switch one field spell, and we're gonna get Triamid Fortress to prevent any sort of field nukage. And King Golem's gonna go off now. And that's gonna get me my Triamid Sphinxy boy. Come forth, Triamid Sphinxy boy! You got your big monster up, now I got mine. What say ye to that? I suppose to that you're gonna say, go back Splash Mage, and I assume he's gonna go into, what's it called? Not that, obviously he was gonna do that too. He might make that Firewall Link 5 thing, possibly, maybe. Hard to say. I just feel like if he's going for these things that are not Maliss, he's up to something spooky. Something spooky in just a second. Damn it. Oh, access code! Ah! Well, that's pretty much going to be game at this point, isn't it? He's just going to wipe out my whole front line. No! Hunter! Hunter, why you do this? Well, gosh darn it. Well, I tried. Like I said, my original goals, I was annihilating people. With this, we put in our good effort, but unfortunately we lose against the Maliss player. Gosh darn it. It was all that one, it was that one guy. It was the one man who stopped me. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll just have to, be what it is. Alright, let's go for one more duel, everybody. Hopefully pick up the Triamids, because I know they can do it. Alrighty, boys and girls, it's time for the third opponent, the fight in third. Let's go all in, all through. We have a very nice opening hand. I like this opening hand quite a bit. It allows me to do all sorts of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and summon out our boy, the Triamid Hunter. And we're going to go ahead and special summon our Emancipation Proclamation right here. And that way we can get ourselves started with a nice little board here. It'll be a pretty mean looking board because I'm going to have a beast on the board and a little Horus action on the side. Let's see. Who did I actually top deck? Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't go for Barry Statue. I guess I could. I don't necessarily need to, but why the heck not? We'll just get that set up and then we'll go for, let's see here. Yeah, go for our Naturia Beast, because I can still special summon that. You know, I can only special summon Earth monsters right now, so I can't do the Horus line. I can't do the Horus. Actually, wasn't one of the horses an Earth monster? I forget. One of them is. Which one of them? I think it's Quebish Kababa. Yeah. I can go for Quebish Kababa, so I guess I'll at least get him set up. Let's see. There he is. Quebish Kababa. At least we'll have a Horus on the board, just in case. You know, if he manages to remove one of these by card effect, Quebish Kababa will protect me from future battles, so it's something. It's something. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. We'll something. A little bit of something. This is more of the trollier side of this deck. Because, you know, we have the Barry Statue, mostly to counter, like, Maliss and other super heavy combo decks is where this card's really good. Especially if I can, like, get Triamid Sphinx on the board early. This becomes insufferably evil. But that's what it is. So we'll see what my boy can do here. Gotta say, I like the Foolish Burial little graveyard thing. That's very appropriate. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll see what this guy can do here. Hopefully he can do something. I don't want to... This was an unintentional complete shutting down of people. You know, I don't want the Barrier Statue to do that thing. This is all the counter the meta. If this guy's playing a casual deck, it's not meant to affect him. It's not meant for you, man. It was never meant for you. Alright, what are you gonna do? Let's see. 45 cards. Okay, this is probably not a meta deck. Though it could be. You never know. I mean, I got like 50 cards in my deck. So, could be. Alright, what do we got here? Monster Reborn, you say. Well, you're going for Triamid's Hunter, so I have to allow that one. You might think, Memphis, why are you letting your opponent get a monster on the board? Answer, because I have to. I have to, okay? It's a Triamid video. I have to let the Triamids do their thing. And that even includes letting my opponent use it to beat over my stuff, okay? It's a rule. Also, what do we got? Oh, it's Egyptian God Deck. Okay, this is Rod stuff. Okay. Alright, I can live with that. I can live with that. Okay. Metal Reflect a Slime. Slimy! I love slimy. Yeah. Okay. Actually, this is even better because now I can do all my stuff too. That's the thing y'all got to remember here. You got to remember this thing is that now that the drought is off the board, both players can do stuff again. You know, this is better. This is better than just sitting on the drought. This is way better. Okay, so yugioh. Okay, this guy's going full Marrakesh tie, isn't he? Look at the face. I never noticed this guy's face. Look at his face. Look at this dude. He's just like, ugh. He's like half awake, swinging his claws at people like, I want to go back to bed. Me too, yugioh. Me too. Okay, what's going on here? Soju Boy. Okay. I mean, that is nice and big. Yeah, he did use a high-level monster, didn't he? But yeah, I'm just, you know, at this point, whatever. At this point, whatever. Yeah, but thanks to the Horuses, this becomes no issue because I can literally just send this to the graveyard. It's a mean thing to do. Don't get me wrong, but it's what I have to do. But don't worry, my brother, you will be annihilated under the light of the Triamid Fortress. Also, I'm not going to go for another Horus right now because I don't feel like it. So we'll go ahead and annihilate this dude's whole thing. I apologize. This seems like a cool dude. This is a cool dude, and you know I like the cut of his jib. I like the cut of his jib, but he's probably gonna surrender after this turn, barring him having like a bunch of traps or something. Though he has Tosuke Knight. What does this thing do again? Opponent's monster declares an attack later. No cards in the hand. This card's in the graveyard. Special on this card from the graveyard. Yep. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Where's my Triamids? No, I don't want you. In fact, I normal summon Max C. Just to show how much I don't care about him. So let's attack into whatever this face stand monster is. Could be anything that... Oh! Shield Wing! Dang. I have to respect my guy. My dude. My brother. From another mother. Okay. I'm almost glad that we lost the earlier footage. I'm actually kind of glad for it now because we get to see this streak. This is the kind of deck that really is just, it's peak. It's a peak deck. It really is. You know what? I just want to have fun with this now. You know, let him Swords of Revealing Light. I don't care. I'm good with this. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I will defy the Yu-Gi-Oh meta that is don't let fun happen, and I'll let it happen. I mean, I'll use this to stop like Regekis and things, but I'm not going to stop swords or stuff of that nature. Alright, but I do need to start being semi-serious here. Let's see, that works pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead for our Triamid King Golem, because that will let me get back Hunter with our Fortress. Yep. Then I'll have a nice big monster on the board. And we will Horus again, not that we're going to summon a Horus just yet. But we'll have it set up for later. We'll have it set up for later. What else can I... Okay, that's just special summoning Duam Fei, but we'll do that later. We'll do it later. We can have time. We have time. Alright, so this is 3... let's see. To the end phase of your opponent's search. Okay, so that's one turn off of this. Good. That's one turn off. I have to assume this guy's got, like, tuners and things. That would be my assumption if they have tuners and stuff of that nature. Let's see. Ooh, Triamid Master. I can work with that. Can't I? Yeah. I summon out Triamid Master, and I'm using his ability. So I'll ditch Hunter and pop this set card. Divine Evolution. Okay, I knew this was an Egyptian god themed deck. At least somewhere in here. I'm sure there's like... Well, that's the question. Which Egyptian god? No. No, this guy's not playing Egyptian God. He's playing the Wicked Gods. Oh, that's even better. I like the Egyptian Gods, but I like the Wicked Avatar better. I just maybe wish that the Wicked cards had, like, better support to them. Alright, but let's go ahead and get King Cruiser on the board. I call it King Cruiser, but that's good old Pyramidus. Good old Pyramid. If y'all don't know the reference, I'm just going to spoil it for y'all now. Is that the Triamid 3 field spells are actually a reference to an old Power Ranger Megazord by the name of Pyramidus, or that's pretty much his name. I could be mispronouncing it, but anyway, that's the reference for anyone who is curious. That is the reference, because you got like the carrier form, the base form, and the Megazord form. It's not a one-to-one, because Pyramidus is like blocky as heck, but it's a thing. Okay, we'll activate Master's Effect. I just don't trust this dude's face-down cards. I really don't, because it's just a bad idea to do that. But let's get Dancer. Yeah. We'll get Dancer going. Get Dancer on the board. Start dancing. Make all my rocks bigger. And we'll get back Hunter. And we'll end our turn for now. Alright, the swords are finally Kaputski. Unfortunately, my man, I'm afraid it's about time to put it to an end. You put up a valiant effort, and I love your deck so much. But unfortunately for you, is Jover. Okay, though you will toss Get Me again. No, leave Dancer alone. Use your Abacus, girl. I always find it funny that she's straight up just using like an Abacus as a weapon. That's a ballsy move right there. Alright. Let me think about this. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna keep... I'm having too much fun to just end the duel right here. So I'm just gonna attack in the top again, Knight. And next turn... Next turn we'll consider ending the duel. Because I don't have all day, but I also want to have all day. Just to enjoy this duel. Just to enjoy this one, I want to do that, you know? And the funny thing is, like, we went this whole duel with that Churia Beast. Just oppressive Synchro that negates all the spells. We didn't even use his effect. That's the funny thing. That's the great part of this. Alright, let's see what we got here. Another Triamid guy. But I think it's time to put our boy Shieldwing to bed. He has put up a valiant effort, and he has survived on this board for a while. And also, I have a feeling this guy has Pinpoint Guard or something like that. But we'll find out next turn. We'll find out, because now he's out of monsters. He's got his back row. But again, if he plays a spell that's actually dangerous to me, I will negate that. Because I gotta at least be... I gotta be honest with that part. Alright, we'll think. Come on, baby. Another King Shark, don't care. Alright, Battle of the Phase. Attack with that Churia Beast. Oh my goodness. No back row to stop this? Okay, he's still alive. Okay. My brother is... Either these are spells and he's worried I'll negate them. Or... I don't know. That or he has just got traps he can't play. Which I hope is not the case. Please be Mirror. Why am I'm rooting for my opponent at this point. I actually, honestly am. But this will, unfortunately, have to be the end. You know, all good things must come to an end. And I salute you, sir, for being just an awesome dude. And I shall finish you off with a Triamid, as one must do. Alright. That was fun. You know, I was really rooting for my opponent to get more on the board. You know? That would have been even better. But I still had fun. Let's go for the end screen. Alrighty, everybody, so our Triamid Triangle Power Deck of 2025 did pretty dang good. Have to say, even though we lost the original duels that were even better, I especially like the duel with the Labyrinth player. That was great. That was great. But we lost that one. It's lost to time. It's lost forever. But we still get to show off Triamids. We still got to do what they want to do. We got our monsters on the board. We started swinging with our monsters. We got our hunters and our dances, and we got to swing into our different field spells as we like to do. Get the Triamid Sphinx on the board. Triamids are ancient. They're like 9 years old at this point. The most recent card was 4 years ago. And they could definitely use some more support, but it's nice to see that despite their age, they can still play. They might not be like 20 different combos per turn sort of good, but they still work. They still do what they want to do. So I'm happy with it. Hope everybody at home enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to smack the like button and all that good stuff and let us know what you thought about triangles and triamids today and if they're ever going to get support. I don't think they will, but you never know. So here is our deck list. Let me know what you think about that too and enjoy it to your leisure. So for our main deck, we have 2 copies of Max Safe, because it's Master Duel. We have 3 copies of Emancipator Researcher as our tuner monster, plus body on the board. Can make a whole bunch of synchros with this thing. We got our 2 copies of Triamid Dance. I find 2 is just fine. It's great to recover more field spells, of course, get some attack boost, but she's low to start, and you need a lot of set to make her last longer, so I find 2 is fine. 3 copies of Hunter, because it gives you additional normal summons of any rock, so it's great. 3 copies of Barrier Statue of the Drought. Very nasty card, very mean card, but against certain decks, you kind of want this around just to at least stun your opponent for a smidge. 2 copies of Triamid Master, just another Triamid monster, you gotta have those. His effect isn't as good, but he can remove some troublesome face downs. We have 3 copies of Lancia. This is really the spot for whatever hand trap you find you need. This is in here because Maliss is currently in Ascendance, so we have it, just in case we need to try to beat up the Maliss players, that sort of thing. We have 1 copy Block Dragon, which we rarely summon, but it's a nice bit of card to have. Plus, it can get us free rock monsters as long as their levels equal 8. And Lordy, we can still do that even though this isn't full out Emancipator. We can do it. Get Hunter, get Dancer, get Researcher, go into Borload. There you go. We have the Horus package, which is pretty basic at this point. 3 Obsedi, 1 of the other 3, plus the 2 Sarkos. That's what we got. I have this Liberator Ito in here just because I drew the thing. I would honestly replace this with a second Sphinx if you have the bids, which I do, but at the same time, I'm trying to build Maliss myself just because the packs told me to do it. So yeah, Ito, we have that just in case your opponent's playing hand traps, just big body on the board. It's pretty nice. We have our penultimate boss, which is Triamid Sphinx, which is honestly better as a 2 of, but it prevents your opponent from attacking anything but itself. Gets really big, and under King Golem, it can win you games. You got yourself our card Destruction in case we just top deck into a whole bunch of field spells or whatnot. A couple of Emancipator Sign as our monster born for rocks. We have 1 triple technical talents because that's all I can afford. We have 3 copies of each field spell, being Fortress, Cruiser, and King Golem. We have our Protection from Destruction, our Drawing a Life Point gain, and our Your Opponent Can't Do Nothing with the Triamid Battles. We got, of course, our 3 Triamid Loading, which is great because you play this, play a field spell, get a new field spell, and if your rocks get destroyed, you get to replace them with new rocks. It's pretty good. I already mentioned the Sarkos. You have a couple call buys for hand traps, a few imperms because it's really good in case you're going second, and our 1 Triamid Pulse. As for the extra deck, we have our Naturia Beastie Boy for locking out our opponent of their spells. We have Charge Warrior if you just want to get another draw, attacks and special summon monsters that are small with the works. We have Borload Savage, which is more of an endgame card, but it's still pretty nasty. We have Baron de Fleur and Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Shang Ying because we have a bunch of level 8s and a level 2 tuner. We have our Gallant Granite, which is honestly a holdover from the original build of this deck, which was more Emancipator themed, and so this can be replaced with whatever. You can put like a Bagooska in here, or maybe another Ossa or a Mrs. Radiant, something like that. For our rank 8 pool, we have Lancelot for direct attacks and Omni Negates. We have Hope Harbinger for more spell negation and redirecting attacks. Xenophon is a really good card if you know your opponent's graveyard focused. You put this on the board first turn, detach material. Your opponent can't special summon for the graveyard for a turn and a half. It's pretty nasty. We have 1 Dingirzu for protection and spot removal. We have Double A Zeus for wiping boards. Mrs. Radiant to make our rocks bigger. Ossa, who I just removed from the deck for some reason. Yeah, we've Ossa the Earth Charmer to steal rock monsters and get us rock monsters. We have SB Little Knight to interrupt, and Underworld Goddess in case it's just a really nasty boss we really need to get rid of. So, that's the deck, everybody. I hope you very much enjoyed it. Next time we will be back on EDO Pro, because unfortunately all the new Goki cards are not on Master Duel, and probably won't be for a long time. So, till next time, everybody, y'all stay safe, you stay happy, and you have a good one. Take care, everybody.